Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Seeing Beyond and Through with Monty. Right before you is this beautiful young lady, TS Jensen. Miss Jensen made a little noise here recently because she cannot keep her mouth shut. She kind of looks like Kylie, as in Jenner. There is a resemblance, and I see who the inspiration is for her look. Now, they have a connection to Tyga. Now we're going to get into this and we're going to explain what is going on here. So let's start from the beginning. Miss Jensen right here has not always looked this way. She has not always looked like Kylie Jenner. At one point in time, she looked like this. Yes, that's her. So Miss Jensen has never looked back. She went boldly ahead with her transition. And some will say that she went from black to white. But that's not what this conversation is about. It's about loose lips can sink ships. See, Miss Jensen has a big mouth. You need to learn to use your mouth at the appropriate time. She wanted the world to know that Tyga got a chill. Once again, he's in a transgendered DMs. He paid to be on a trans OnlyFans and even sent the trans a voice message. Child. Well, that's Mrs. Jensen before BC. But here's the thing. How would you know this? The dark room, how would you know this? Unless someone with a big mouth told you. So they like bragging. Here's what some of the people said before I go on. Because a lot of people was not feeling the mouth. A lot of people were saying things like, why would you mess with your coins? Coins up. Tyga could have introduced you to other ballers. She is young, but she is going to have to learn quick because the business she is in is not for the stupid. That being said, I would have thought Tyga would use an anonymous account. I agree with that. Me too. Other one says, Jamari, I love you, and you know you're wrong as F. If you have sex with a man with a, oh, there's something different right there. You can read that. Okay, they're talking about something else. Okay, I want to get into, listen. If you don't say that this person was trans, I would not have knew. Tyga probably didn't know as well. I doubt that. Loose lips sink ships. If you're in the business of selling sex, it's counterproductive to put someone's business out there like this. I swear, these clout chasers, it's like an amateur hour. Right, she's in a business where discretion is valued heavily. She's phoning with her own bag. She will learn. Word. When You think when I went on a date with that NFL baller Wolf, I was out there tweeting about that, and he wrote there no. Well, good point. You don't want to tweet about it. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to mention it. What you do not want to do, if you're in the business of selling sex, is open your mouth at the wrong time. You must understand that celebrities like anonymity. And what happens when you do not give them that anonymity? You get a bad rap. Because they know that with you, nothing will be discreet. So therefore, you're being paid for your service. And part of that service requires you to keep your mouth shut. And she is pretty young, immature. Okay, I'm a pretty ass trans girl. Snapchat TS JENSY. She's pretty. And you guys want to know, she's very pretty, but also pretty in the trans world means passable. I probably wouldn't have known if she would not have stated she was trans. Pretty trans bish, Snapchat TS JENSY. So she's very confident or cocky. She likes her looks. She loves the transition. It's been successful to her. But her discretion, not so much. Here she is again right here. Striking a pose. Looking very sultry and seductive. Here she is right here. Yep. Very pretty. Here she is right here. I couldn't show the whole thing. But if you go to her Twitter, it's up there, up in the air, waiting to be. Let me shut up and move on. Now here's Tyga. You know, she probably will not hear from him again because she put his business out there. And celebrities do not like that. But I want to touch on something else right here. What she may not be aware of, and I don't really think she cares about because she's young. And I'm going to explain why, what's going on here. An epidemic of violence, Human Rights Commission, HRC, counts the record number of violent transgendered deaths in 2020. That's unfortunate. Let's move on. Transgendered America, 30 killed and fatally shot already in 2020. See, here's what she's not understanding. What she's not getting is that even among the LGBTQ community, the transgendered community is a minority. Transgendered people are like at the bottom. And it's a shame. It really is. It shouldn't be that way. Transgendered murders are at an all-time high. The last thing you want to do is to turn yourself into a villain. You do not want to give people a reason to like you. With all the preconceived notions, the prejudices, they already have ample preconceived notions that are false for them not to like you. For people not to care when a person in your group gets murdered or bashed. Certain things you don't want to do. The arrogance. Okay, pretty trans bish. You know, she's either confident or cocky. I'm going to go with the cocky side, to be honest with you. And you must realize that when you are a minority within a minority within a minority, people are not going to care what happens to you. People want to hate you. There's a lot of angry people in the world who would look for the weakest link to shit on. So therefore, don't give yourself a reason for people to dislike you when there's plenty enough already that are not valid. But when have people ever thought, really, when have people ever thought correctly, logically, use common sense? No, they don't. They throw it out the window. And I want to show you something that's relatable here. You have to look at when I make myself look bad, I'm making a whole group look bad. Because people, for some strange reason, will lump certain people within a group, and they will refuse to judge you as an individual. So therefore, it's imperative in these times like this that you have each other's back. Listen to this and watch. And what she must understand is that the murder and dehumanization of trans women is real. Ladies and gentlemen, that was another edition of Seeing Beyond and Through with Monty, and I will see you all beyond and through.